السلام علیکم۔ آغاز نو کے صارفین کے لیے حاضر خدمت ہیں حالات حاضرہ سے متعلق اپنے تجزیے کے ساتھ۔ اسرائیلی وزیر نے دعویٰ کیا ہے کہ اسرائیل جلد ایک بڑے مسلم ملک سے تعلقات قائم کرنے والا ہے۔ اسرائیل ڈونلڈ ٹرمپ کے دور اقتدار میں 5ویں مسلمان ملک سے سفارتی تعلقات قائم کرنے جا رہا ہے۔ اسرائیلی وزیر برائے علاقائی تعاون کے مطابق اس کا اعلان جنوری میں کیا جا سکتا ہے، لیکن یہ ملک پاکستان نہیں ہے۔ وائٹ ہاؤس کی ثالثی میں رواں برس اسرائیل نے 4 مسلمان ملکوں سے سفارتی تعلقات قائم کیے ہیں۔ یہ 4 ممالک متحدہ عرب امارات، بحرین، سوڈان اور مراکش ہیں۔ مراکش میں کچھ روز قبل ہی اسرائیلی اور امریکی وفد پہنچا تھا، جس کا مقصد 2 طرفہ تعلقات میں نئی جہتوں کا جائزہ لینا ہے۔ تاہم اب اسرائیلی علاقائی تعاون کے وزیر اوفر اوکیونس نے کہا ہے کہ 20 جنوری کو ٹرمپ کا اقتدار چھوڑنے سے پہلے ایک 5ویں مسلم ملک سے سفارتی تعلقات قائم ہونے کا اعلان کیا جا سکتا ہے۔ ان کا کہنا تھا، ہم اس سمت میں کام کر رہے ہیں۔ انہوں نے مزید بتایا کہ اس حوالے سے امریکہ ہی اعلان کرے گا کہ ایک اور ملک اسرائیل کے ساتھ عوامی سطح پر تعلقات قائم کرنے جا رہا ہے، بنیادی طور پہ ایک امن معاہدے کے بنیادی ڈھانچے کے ساتھ۔ تاہم انہوں نے اس حوالے سے ملک کا نام بتانے سے گریز کیا ہے۔ ایسا کوئی بھی اعلان سعودی عرب یا عمان کے ساتھ ہو سکتا ہے، لیکن انہوں نے کہا کہ جس ملک کے ساتھ مذاکرات جاری ہیں وہ بڑا مسلمان ملک ہے اور مشرق میں واقع ہے۔ تاہم انہوں نے یہ وضاحت کی کہ یہ ملک پاکستان نہیں ہے۔ حال ہی میں ایسی غیر مصدقہ خبریں اور افواہیں سامنے آئی تھیں کہ پاکستان کا ایک وفد نے تل ابیب کا دورہ کیا ہے۔ انڈونیشیا مسلم آبادی کے لحاظ سے ایک بہت بڑا ملک ہے، لیکن اس نے گزشتہ ہفتے ہی واضح کر دیا تھا کہ جب تک فلسطینی ریاست کا قیام عمل میں نہیں لایا جاتا، اسرائیل کو تسلیم نہیں کیا جائے گا۔ فلسطینیوں کو خدشہ ہے کہ عرب ملکوں کے ساتھ اسرائیل کے روابط قائم ہونے سے ان ممالک کا وہ موقف کمزور پڑ جائے گا جس کے تحت اسرائیل کو مقبوضہ علاقوں پر قبضہ ختم کرتے ہوئے ایک فلسطینی ریاست کا قیام عمل میں لانا چاہیے۔ اس ویڈیو کے بارے میں اپنی رائے کا اظہار کمنٹ سیکشن میں کرنا نہ بھولیں۔ ویڈیو پسند آئی ہو تو لائک کریں، چینل کو سبسکرائب کریں۔ انشاءاللہ پھر حاضر ہوں گے۔
A surprise to me as well as a surprise for the nation of the Pakistan, because she retweeted my video which was delivered with you, and she retweeted because she wanted to embrace Prime Minister of Imran Khan, that Imran Khan have ties with the Jewish state behind the curtain. And she wanted to use this card as this tweet as a political card against the government. But she did not realize that I have disclosed the Prime Minister's her father, Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's sending few delegation to Pakistan as well. When she realized by herself or by anyone as an advisor, she suddenly realized a mistake and she deleted the tweet. But before she deleted the tweet, it went viral because the people in the Pakistan, they knew why she was deleted the tweet. And this is why the nation of Pakistan, they created on a YouTube, they have created hundreds of videos and she's 100 videos, and they are criticizing Maryam Nawaz this action. Because this action, the Maryam Nawaz they shouldn't have deleted the video. She should have answered my video. If my allegation is wrong allegation on her father, then she should have to come with her comments, and she should have bring the evidence, because I have evidence. I can name the person who traveled from Islamabad to Tel Aviv. And in 90s and in 1997, when her father was 2 times Prime Minister of Pakistan, and both times Nawaz Sharif sent a delegation, official delegation to Israel. One delegation was a religious people, including religious minister belonged to Maulana Fazlur Rahman Party, Jamiat Ulama Islam, Maulana Ajmal Qadri.
Right.
He visited Israel.
All right. I want to ask you, though, about the more recent story about an advisor of Imran Khan coming here. By the way, which I should note that an Israeli media source did allude to it, didn't name Pakistan, but said there was a figure from a Muslim majority country. Has there been any response from the Imran Khan's PTI party specifically to that allegation? I haven't seen it. Has there been any denial or response to that specific story?
Well, they are, one is Maulana Ashraf Tahiri, or Tahir Ashrafi. He gave it, a small part of a statement to the Arab News that he said, this is a propaganda against Pakistan, and this type of a meeting didn't happen. But officially from the PTI, the government, the party of the ruling party of the Prime Minister, they didn't deny.
They have not denied.
They haven't denied, as well as the establishment of Pakistan, they did not deny, as well as the spokesperson of the Prime Minister, he didn't deny as well. And so there's no official denial so far. So they didn't accept, they didn't deny as well.
Let me ask you then, because I see the debate that's erupted on Twitter. I'm getting people from Pakistan addressing me. Does this kind of uproar hinder, perhaps, a secret effort to develop ties between Israel and Pakistan? Or is that bringing this out in the open, creating this debate? Does this help maybe lead down the path or the beginning of the path to normalize or establishing some kind of ties between Pakistan and Israel?
Well, people want relations now. If you look at their debates and if you look at their, videos, people are now is too divided. Before the Arab accepted Israel as a sovereign and independent nation, the people Pakistan have most of the Pakistanis, they hate Israel as a sovereign nation. But now after the Arabs acceptance Abraham Accord and make a peace deal with Israel, Pakistan nation has divided. The educated people, they want to establish relations with Israel to move forward in the world. Those people who are still living in a kind of, uneducated, or their people are brainwashed, or their people are religious bloc, they still, they don't want any relations with Israel. So the Pakistani government they have a very heavy pressure from the religious bloc and other people, that Pakistan should not move forward to make peace with the state of Israel.
Right.
But however, Pakistan government, they want to establish a relationship with Israel. This is the reason they sent a delegation, and not only the one person, a couple of persons, including the advisor of the Prime Minister. They flew from the London to Tel Aviv. The reason was behind, they want relations with Israel. They want to normalize political and diplomatic ties with the state of Israel. So I think sooner or later, people will realize that the government's action to make relations with Israel, it will be fruitful, not only for the Pakistan country and local and national-wide, but as well as international-wide.
Right. I'm just going to note, Noor, that prior to, of course, the establishment, the breakthroughs that Israel has had with these countries in this Gulf, there were also similar such stories that erupted of secret contacts and talks, almost seem to be trial balloons, things that were leaked out to really assess and get the public used to hearing that kind of news. Who knows if this incident itself may be seen as one of the landmarks on the way to the establishment of at least the beginning of a dialogue between Israel and Pakistan, or certainly between Israelis and Pakistanis. Noor Dari, thank you for joining us again on I-24 News.